Um, the Trump and Biden vote 3. Uh, before I continue, I just want to say that Justin Bieber came a long freaking way. Like I hated that fucking kid for a long, long time. It's like it's like, dude, what the hell, man? But I thought about it and I realized the kid was just really lonely. I mean, he it seemed like he had a lot of people, but he didn't have anyone. And I kind of feel sorry for him. With the new music that he's making. He's actually putting a message out there. And then one of his new songs, he was like, um, he said, he had it all, but he really had nothing at all, or something of that nature. He had no one to call, I guess, no one to like lean on, and pretty much for emotional support and all that. And I guess being that young, I hate using this as an example, but it's like being Anakin Skywalker with all that power. Like, you have the power to pretty much destroy everyone, which he which he did, which he did. But it's like now what. I assume that his parents was they were new to the money, new to the game, so their adult thinking is like, it's not that hard. Just keep doing what you're doing, keep making the money. But as a kid, it's like, it's nice that I have this talent, but I still don't want to be forced into that adult life. And then you have paparazzis and you have people wondering who you're fucking, and then and it just goes on. That aside, um, moving on, the Trump and Biden vote. So people are saying, or what I was told is that the election is the third, which was yesterday, but today's the fourth, and it's like everyone is like biting their nails, including everyone is like biting their nails, including me. It's like what to expect, and I seen all the all the polls and or the or the voting results. I'm not politically savvy. I don't know all these terms, and everything like that. But um, I do see the results of people putting in their vote for a president. In Connecticut, not surprise, fucking Connecticut, but they definitely voted for Biden. And people were saying, like, your vote doesn't matter. It's pretty much the electoral college or something like that. And it's like okay, so say if Texas, all the people of Texas all voted for Trump, and then the electoral college is like, well, we're going to go for Biden, just hypothetically speaking. And it's like, yeah, we're going to go for Biden. Your vote didn't matter at that point. It was pretty much all the electoral college. I could be completely wrong. Like I said, I'm not 100,000% positive of politics, but this is not the first time I've heard that 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 is pretty much the electoral college that really makes the deciding factor on the state that get that puts the vote in for whoever is running for president at the time. So, I'm looking at these numbers and I'm like, I'm like, yo, Biden is up there, and like honestly, let's be honest, no one freaking knew or heard of Biden until he was a vice president for Obama. If Biden was never the vice president for Obama, I don't think Biden would be here this far. But out of all the other candidates, the one that we know and recognize the most is Biden, simply because he was the vice president for the whole entire United States. And it's the same thing with Hillary Clinton. No one knew or gave two shits about her until they found out that she was running for president. And it's like, okay, first female president. Not only that, but she was also banging Bill Clinton, and so do we put in Trump or do we put in Hillary Clinton? And then it's like you see the extreme. I think she was extreme, and like I said, with Benghazi and all that stuff, I'm like, me going into the military, I was like, you know what, nah, I don't know if I feel comfortable with that route. um Damn, dude, what the fuck? You gotta fix your car, man. I don't know if y'all heard that, but shit. Anyways, yeah. So it's at this point, it's like choosing the lesser evil. Now, picture this: if I wasn't really paying attention to politics before Trump got it, but Obama was the president, and then what if Biden was to run against Trump as soon as Obama was supposed to get out of office? I think it was a little bit like, like I said, this game is much bigger than we are, and we don't even know it. We're all just sheep. We're all just pawns in this massive game. So I think the reason why Biden didn't make too much of an impact before Trump got in the first time was because it was kind of weird that a vice president suddenly wants to get president. However, if he did ran, if he did, maybe Biden would have gotten in, instead of Trump, simply because he was a vice president of Obama. Is Trump a racist? I don't think so. I don't think I don't think he is. And if he is, he's hiding it pretty well. Just like everyone that you work with, that you go to school with, they're all probably closet racists. But I don't think Trump is like KKK. Let's go hang that N-word races, He didn't say he didn't want Mexicans in. He said he didn't want gang members, and he didn't say he didn't want foreigners in. He just said he wanted you know, the best people that have to offer, America. I remember when before Trump got in, we had like, people like Will Smith, we had people like Rosie O'Donnell, Oprah saying, if he got in, they're going to move to Canada. Okay, well, picture this. The people of Mexico is coming to the US to pretty much have a better life. Legal or illegal means. They're trying to have a better life. Or escape their life that they have already. And it's not just the celebrities, but it's more of the average American people that also said that if Trump got in, they're gonna go to Canada. So you think that you're just gonna up and go to Canada and Canada's just gonna accept you with open arms just like that? You know, Absolutely not. But does that make Canada racist? Before Trump was elected, before Trump was even a thing, here I am, living in West Haven, and I see I just see my country, and I'm like, you know what? My country doesn't even like me anyway. You know, um, why am I here? Here I am working my ass off. You have people that are on this social security thing, food stamps, whatever, not even putting in the effort to work, and they're taking, my tax-paying money and everything like that. Why should I pay taxes for something that I don't use, or be penalized, pay more taxes simply because I don't have health care. You know, it's it's that kind of freedom that makes you second guess the privilege of freedom, you know. And because you don't want me having an AR or an AK or this and that, because how you feel about it, you want to take that right away from everyone else. That's just one of the many things that I seen in this world that resonated on me to make me second guess, my position as an American. And when Obama was probably halfway, or his, I guess, three quarters of, long in his presidency, I was like, I might as well just like, pack up and like move to Sweden or Switzerland, or and then this one girl, um I used to work with her when I worked at, oh shit, sorry, I used to work at New Haven Parking Authority as a rent-a-cop, as a security guard. And she told me that, even if I do go to another country, what will I do in that country? What will I contribute in Sweden, Switzerland, England, countries that aren't really, I guess, third world, I guess, and countries that are, that's, pretty much developed like the US. And she told me that even though Switzerland is a nice place to go, they are becoming anti-brown. And where that statement came through was when, I guess, ISIS was like, when ISIS was, pretty pretty new. Syria was pretty much destroying itself, and you had the people from that region packing their stuff and try to go to places like Poland, Switzerland, Sweden, all that stuff. So she said that, you know, Switzerland was pretty much becoming anti brown. Even though I'm not their kind of brown, I'm still brown, and they're still going to classify me as part of them. So the same discrimination that I'm receiving here in the US simply because I exist, it's still going to go on in any other country. Maybe not as bad as the US, but it's still going to be up there. That includes England, that includes Germany, that includes Belgium, maybe that includes many other places. So now here's a fun fact that you haven't, well, that I've actually paid attention to. Ever since Trump got in, I feel equal to everyone. I feel that it's not about the color of my skin. I feel that it's more about the skills and the things that I could do for this country or for the average people and myself. I never knew that Obama signed a bill pretty much making it a thing where if a black man or someone of color was to go to prison for any reason, that he'll have a longer prison sentence than the average person, i.e., the Caucasian person. So I bet half of this shit that I'm talking about is probably not making any kind of sense, but I'm doing my best, you know. Well, shit, I got one cigarette left. Um, yeah, so that's probably not making any sense. But when Obama was in, and I wasn't really Republican minded or Democratic minded or even kind of I had no political anything. The only thing that I knew what was going on is what I see what's going on in my country. Now that Trump is in, I am more Republican minded than I am Democratic or liberal minded, you know. I do see both sides of the coin. Guns kill people, but at the same time, it protects people. Planned Parenthood takes lives, but it also saves lives, you know? So the Republicans want to, I guess, essentially get rid of it. The Democrats want to keep it. The Democrats want to get rid of guns, whether you want to admit that or not. You want to take all that shit away, starting with the big guns, then ending with the small ones. The Republicans want to keep it. When Obama was in, the argument was, why do you need a gun? You have the police. The same people that said that wants to defund them. You can't have your cake and eat it too, you know. It'd be nice. Trust me, it'll be nice. But you can't have your cake and eat it too. This process between Biden and Trump is still going on. It is. And like I said before, if Trump gets in again, it's definitely going to make me play a bigger part in how I see myself as an American voter. If he doesn't get in, I'm automatically going to assume that the shit is all rigged and it's not we the people, it's the electoral college. Now keep in mind that it's not just Trump and Biden that we have to worry about that gets elected. It's the other votes too. It's the senators that are also taking in votes and getting into their offices. It's it's Congress. It's your state representative. It's your mayor. It's everything. So again, this game is much bigger than all of us. It's much bigger than all of us. While we're focusing on this side, the other side is pretty much building up their army and everything like that. I don't know. You know, I don't know. If Biden gets in, you know what? Fuck it. Oh god damn it! Hey, I'm upside down. Yeah, if Biden gets in, it is what it is. I'm still gonna. I don't know. I don't know. But at least if shit does go wrong when Biden gets in, at least I get to say, you guys voted for him. People that do vote for him might deny that shit, but we all know.